Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Cerro Gordo Zoo. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful Friday. I'm doing alright. I'm doing good. But hopefully you guys are doing good too. And we're here just outside of the tiger exhibit where we last left off in the previous episode. We built this whole exhibit that you see behind me. And it looks fantastic. Now I got a couple of tigers I gotta put in there. And you guys killed it in the naming section. And we're gonna get to that. Don't you worry. But first, I gotta give a big shout out to Kathy Clism out there who put a suggestion in the comments about what to do to this exhibit to make it a little bit more jungly, and I'm gonna do that, okay? So let's get to work. All right, Kathy's comment was she suggested putting more jungle plant life above the cliff edge here, hanging over it. I think that's a fantastic idea. So before we get to putting the tigers actually in here, we're gonna do a little bit of renovations on this bad boy. This is gonna take some work. It's gonna be kind of a mess. So let's get to it.
I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive, nothing in sight, forever in flight, follow those lines, we'll make it this time, blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight, oh yeah, we'll make it tonight, yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do, I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove, no end in sight, just always staying on the move, I'll go all night, if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright? I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
Big shout out to Kathy Clism for coming up with that idea. That was a fantastic one. I'm actually kind of ashamed I didn't think of it myself. But no, that was a fantastic idea. Thank you guys for everyone who puts their little comments as possible ways to improve the exhibits in the comments section. That really does help me out a lot. It was brilliant. It's like, why? That's great. Why not build the jungle above the area? And so there, what do you guys think? It kind of looks more like a jungle in here, doesn't it? Way better than just one little rinky-dink tree, you know? So, look at that, we got a couple extra jungle trees up there. Put a little waterfall feature in too. The tigers should not be able to get up there because it's a block and a half jump right there. So it looks like it's all good. Looks like it's all good. I don't think there's any way they can get out of here. I did get a comment also saying that they can escape here. Let's just do a little quick one more little check here before I throw some tigers in here that are going to get free and murder everyone in the zoo. It looks like everything's fine. Like, this one kind of climbs up here, but it can't go any farther, you know? No, that can't go anywhere. I got rid of the vines that were creeping up the cliff wall since I was going to have the vines that were kind of draping down, the foliage that was draping down. So, yeah. I think the lions are going to stay put in here. Or tigers. I keep saying lions. Have I been saying lions this whole time? Am I a big old da-da-da? Oh, God. Am I a big old da-da-da? All right, yeah, no, the tigers. The tigers cannot get out of here. Right here that looks like another path that, yeah, you know, maybe, but it's kind of a tough thing to do, so I don't think they're going to be getting out that way either. But let's go name some of these things, because you guys killed it in the naming section, and I want to get to naming him. Naming all of them. Name them all the tigers. Faceplant. All right, I got a lot of suggestions for Shere Khan. Not gonna lie, that was like the most requested name actually, was Shere Khan. However, last season we named one Shere Khan. And so I'm trying to kind of try a little something different. Oh, that's the animal net. Can I actually name them in the animal net? Oops, I don't actually know if that's possible. Might have been doing this the hard way the entire time. But okay, we're going to be naming the first one Diego. And if you guys have seen Ice Age, that is the saber-toothed tiger in Ice Age. So we're going to name the first one Diego. Big shout out to Simon Holmes and Christy Sank for both suggesting that name. And for the next one, the second tiger that we have, which I'm really only going to put 2 in there, because, I mean, it's kind of a smaller exhibit. I don't want to kind of cram them in there. But that's all I got, too. I only have 2 tigers. I have to go try to find one. But for the last one, we're going to name this one Bog. Okay, now Bog, apparently, according to Riddham Sarkar, is a Bengali for tiger. So we're going to go with Bog for that one. And big shout out to Riddham Sarkar and Bunny Eilish for both suggesting that name, actually. Okay, so these things are going to be pretty drugged up, okay? Because last time I encountered them, I shot them full of a tranquilizer dart. So they're going to be a little loopy when I let them out of here. But we're going to drop them off, name, drop off, name, and fly away if I can. In fact, let's just get this on the hotbar in case flying fails. Okay, we got to do this quick because tigers will probably attack me. Just double checking real quick. There is no way for them to get out. I don't believe. Can they stand? Well, even if they can, I don't think they can get out of here. Oh, that bamboo did grow, by the way. So look at that. How about that? They apparently can stand on here, but I don't see how they would get out even if they got up there. Okay, no, it should be good. All right, let's go drop off the let's go drop off the cats here, and let's put one down. This one's gonna be Bog, and this one over here is going to be Diego. All right, sweet. Now I need to get out of here quick before they wake up because boy, they are probably gonna be a little crabby about me shooting them with a dart. But there, we have our tigers added to the zoo now. How about that? They're a little sleepy, still sleeping off the drugs, but we got them. So, Mary, if there is one watching, you're probably wondering, what are we going to do today? And the answer is, we're going to smash into a mountain. I accelerated too. Shake it off. The answer is we're going to be working on a new part of the zoo. A new part that I've been putting off because I didn't know what to do, but today while I was at work, you know, doing my factory job, paying close attention to what I was doing, I was brainstorming what I was going to be doing for the aquarium, okay? Let's talk about the aquarium. We need to have a serious chat about it because I've been putting it off quite a bit because I just didn't have any ideas. And I have an idea now, people, and I want to kind of get to work on it. But it all starts with this small little cave. Okay, so there's a small little cave that I added that connects the river and all the water features, like the lake over here, to the ocean, actually, because there was another natural river that was just over here. And I dug this out, and I put the rapids in, and it connects to right here. This was the natural river. There's a little bluefish swimming right there that I did not put there. I'm not replacing Gil Gates. And then it connected to over here, and this is like the part of the zoo where we have up ahead a bridge to get across to where the aquarium is going to be right there. Okay, it kind of cuts just north of the kangaroo exhibit and just south of, I think it's the moose exhibit, or what do I have over here? I can't remember. No, the moose exhibit's right here. Oh, it's the giraffe, elephant. It's definitely the elephant exhibit. Yep, and zebra exhibit. So This area over here is going to be the aquarium, but there is so much to do over here, it's just stupid. That's why this is going to be a little bit of a different episode. I'm going to try to squeeze in another exhibit build here near the end. But I have a lot of work I got to do to terraform, obviously, this place. Let's actually get a little aerial view of this. Look at this mess that I have to turn into an aquarium. It's just completely biomes of plenty. Ooh, lake spike. Biomes of plenty nothingness right here. There's a big crack in the ground right here. This is a lot of work I got to do over here. So my idea for the aquarium, let's talk about that real fast, is I was trying to think about what kind of building I want to build to match this. That's going to be a big area for an aquarium, because I wouldn't mind putting an orca in here. You know, we had an orca last season. I thought it'd be kind of fun to put another one in here. But there's just not a good building to match the terrain that's going to be massive. And, you know, because like this is supposed to be based off the real Cerro Gordo, so they don't really have any real massive buildings. I think the hotel he's building up there is like the biggest thing, and that's not very big. So it's just nothing that really works. The aviary is about as big as I was going to go. But what if we had an outdoor aquarium? Okay, what if the exhibits were still outdoors and we had like see this, like this curvature right here? What are those things called? A pantomime? Is it like a play outside where you have like the seating outside, and then you have like, I can probably rework this peninsula a little bit, but we can put like is it called a shoal, or what's those things that they're man-made that prevent like waves from crashing into the shoreline that they put up on the coast all the time? Something like that, but it matches the terrain with a spiky with the spikes jutting out of the ground, you know, so it kind of matches, and that'll be like the backstop of the aquarium. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. And as far as the other exhibits that belong in the aquarium, like the sea turtles and stuff like that, we can actually make little exhibits here for them. However, some of them, like the dolphins and the bluefish and the other fish, they tend to jump out of the water and kill themselves on land. So I'm not really all about that. I want to keep the animals alive in the zoo. So what if this little, like I said, it all starts here. What if this little cave here where the water's draining became something more, okay? I don't have a good place over here to put animals inside, basically. I can build outdoor exhibits. Like I said, the sea turtle exhibit will probably work out just fine because I don't see the sea turtle hopping out of there. Little things like that will work out great. However, I don't have a good place for like dolphins, which jump out of their water. So I'm going to need an indoor exhibit part to this. I'm going to need it. And I don't really have means to actually build the building. Like I said, the building would be too big. What are you doing over here, Bidoof? Why are you... Get out of here. Oh, there's totally there's a visitor in the zoo over there. Excuse me, visitor. You are not supposed to be over here. Get out of here. There we go. We kill all visitors in the zoo unless they bought a ticket. Since the zoo's not open, we didn't buy a ticket. But what if we built into the side of the mountain over here? My plan originally was to connect this walkway over to right about there, and I might still do that. That actually will probably still happen. But what if it continued this way? We open this cavern up a little bit more, and we have a walkway going on the side of it right here that leads to another mine shaft. That'll give us room to actually put down more exhibits inside. I can put the dolphin exhibit inside the mountain. Then I can put like any of the fish exhibits that are going to jump out. I can do all that inside of the mountain. I can put an actual aquarium right on the edge of the cliff wall. I think that'll look really cool. But I'm going to start there, I think. So that's going to require a lot of terraforming, and I'm going to dig this out in just a blink of an eye. Blink! And just like that, bam, check it out. It's done. Okay? I did a little bit of decorating in here too. I just wanted to kind of move on to the exhibit, really is what I'm pushing for. This is just a simple path cutting through along the edge of the river here. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. I might do a little touching up decorating on the other side there, but not much, honestly. I think this is about as good as I'm going to get. Okay, so we do have a little mine shaft right here too, and it kind of cuts into the mountain here. This gives us a little bit of wiggle room to actually do stuff. Now, if you look right here, if you look on the map here, you can actually see the underground view. It's fine. Here's the shoreline. I don't have a lot of room, okay? So I can't really just go nuts and bonkers over here. Got a little bit of room over here. There's also an underground lake right here, which I might dry up and kind of work a little bit here. But I don't have a whole lot of room to go farther this way, so I'm not going to push my limit on that one. I'm probably just going to go to like right about here. Maybe do a little bit of decorating and whatnot. But I have this X on the wall right here where I have some torches, because right here I'm going to be putting one of the aquariums, actually, the indoor aquariums. So I'm thinking maybe we'll just do the fish. We'll just do some regular fish. Although I do have like the octopi and stuff, beard scratch. Man, I got some stuff I got to dig in. But I'm going to put an aquarium here. So the aquariums are all going to be basically the same in a sense, like they're going to have the similar stuff on the ground. There may be just a couple of different block palettes, you know, to make these happen. Maybe more sandy in some spots and whatnot. But I do have to dig this out though, and that's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to do another little jump here. We're going to have a nice big hole in the wall right here. Alright, the hole has been dug in here. Now this is going to be an aquarium for like a lot of the smaller fish and stuff. But the problem is that once you put water in here, you're not going to be able to see anything. It's just going to be completely dark in there. Even if I put lighting in there, it's going to be kind of rough to see. So what I'm going to do to change this up just a little bit is I think I'm going to actually replace the stone with something brighter. Either something like maybe limestone. I could do limestone, or I could go like blue. Light blue concrete might actually work better because, well, like I said, once you get the water in there, it's going to be really difficult to see because you're going to be seeing it from the side. So, I mean, me having night vision in water, I can see in water, but not having night vision, yeah, it's going to be tough to see. So let me go see if I can't whip up the, let's do the light blue concrete. I kind of like the light blue concrete. It kind of looks like a like an aquarium then. So we're going to line the outside, or the back side of this with light blue concrete. I just have to go ahead and get this whipped up. Face plant. There we go. Now, hopefully that will make it a lot easier to like see the fish actually once the water's in here. There is another option I could do. If you look at this backpack right here, I have a whole bunch of this hot spring water. I think it was Maddie who told me that this actually works for keeping fish in it too. Plus, it gives them a regeneration buff. But that is also a lot different color. Because if you look at it, this is what color hot spring water is. That could work too, but I kind of want to stick with regular water if I can get away with it. Now, I carved out the bottom of the floor here too because we're going to need to be putting in a different floor as well. Oh boy, I desperately need a dump chest here just to get rid of these things out of my hotbar. Be gone, blocks. Okay, now we need to discuss what kind of blocks we're going to actually be using for this this part of the build here. I don't really see grass blocks making their way in here, so we can probably skip the coarse dirt and actually go with regular dirt for this one. Gravel would probably be a good idea. Maybe a little bit of mossy stone mixed in with that too would probably be a good one. This is going to probably look a lot like the bottom of like a river or an ocean bed. Let's is this all we got? Is this all we got for putting in here? Do I not have any other interesting blocks to throw in here? It seems kind of bland. Bland it may be, but that's about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start sprinkling this in here. We're going to create ourselves a little bit of an ocean floor. With this sprinkled all in here. Maybe sprinkle in a little bit of sand heavily in here as well. Get a little bit of that put in there. We'll mix in a little touch of gravel. Oops, that's not the right touch of gravel right there. In here as well. And then we'll sprinkle in some mossy cobblestone periodically throughout this. Like nothing too fancy, nothing too heavy there at all. Alright, and then maybe we'll just fill it all in with either gravel or sand or we'll just kind of mix it all. We'll just get some stuff put in here. Okay, there we go. Now, I didn't make this too deep of an exhibit because it's only 3 blocks deep, and that's simply because it's going to be very difficult to see the fish if I make this any deeper than what it already is. So this is as far as I'm going to go as far as depth with the water, but we can jazz this up. Now, unfortunately, I cannot waterlog like slabs and stuff. Otherwise, that would look good to have like little bits of slabs and whatnot sticking up out of here. But I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to shine where the vegetation is more so than anything. I am going to run into the problem with not being able to see much of anything in there. So let's grab the ground blocks here for a second and just yeet some of this other material in there right away to create some more space. And then we're going to grab the chisel out of here. And let's go ahead and grab something that looks like lighting inside of an aquarium. Which one? I think last year I did these neon panels in our last season. And they worked out pretty good because the rest of these things like look okay, but they got like a weird texture on them that doesn't quite look like lighting, and this is about the closest thing we got to it. So let's chisel the glowstone right now and we'll get some of that. Now, where am I going to hide this stuff to make it look like I can dot it into the roof actually itself here to kind of make this light up a little bit better, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but I'm going to probably need to find another place for it as well. That's not the right one. We have to find another place for it as well, like probably on the bottom someplace. Maybe I'll throw a couple bits of it in there. but something to light this place up for when I put the water in there. I need to be able to see what's going on in there. Oh, well, look at this. We can actually chisel concrete blocks. That's kind of interesting. Do I want to put a texture? I guess I don't really want to put a texture on this because I want it to remain relatively flat so that the sunlight shines through it. So maybe I got excited for nothing there. Okay, I guess we're going to need to put the glass in now, because if we are going to be putting the glass backpack, where I can never see it, there it is. If we're going to be putting water in here to hold all the things in place, we're going to probably want, we're going to want glass in front so that the water doesn't leak out into this cave and get all over the place. So let's go ahead and make some more of this stuff, chisel, and then we'll get to work on actually just filling this all in completely. And then I'm going to have to probably dig up and over to actually make my way into the exhibit, because I don't really have an easy access point into here, but that's okay. I just have to get in here once. So let's knock out these torches and see how it looks in here. If it's super dark or super bright, it still looks pretty bright in there. So this is definitely going to look like an aquarium, provided you can see the blue through the water. It's kind of the big test. Okay, let's start working our way into here. Actually, do I have, just to make my life a little bit easier, do I have, yes, some ladders. That might make my life easier. Let's go ahead and slap these things down across the front, climb up over here, and we're gonna knock out this block right here. Bam, we are in the exhibit. Now, I'm gonna throw on some water right here, and then we're gonna draw the rest of it from the backpack right here, so I can get an infinite water spring going, and then we'll replace in the backpack right away. That way I don't forget to do that later. Let's go ahead and put that back, even though it looks like it's full, it's not. And then let's start filling in the water. Okay, we are underwater now. Now let's slap down a ladder right there, and then climb out here, and let's take a peek. See, once the night vision wears off, is this something that you can actually see through to see possibly fish in there, or is it going to be way too dark to see them? It's going to be pretty dark. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty dark. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's gonna be pretty dark. I don't know what else. I mean, other than maybe adding... Oh, that might work, actually. What if I replace the back wall with, like, white concrete? Because the blue of the water will already turn it kind of a bluish color, but it should lighten it up in there a little bit. Ugh. Gotta take out all that water. I gotta go get some white concrete. Okay, did it work? After the night vision wears off, we'll find out. But already that's looking pretty good, because at least you can see things. Although, like I said, the night vision is the thing that's doing it. Not much better. It's not much better. But it does remain a little bit of a blue tint to it. I really do. God, I wish I could get some better lighting in there. But it is something. And you should be able to see fish swimming around in there. So let's move on to decorating. And if it becomes a real problem, I'll figure it out. Last season, it was also an issue. I remember trying to get the lighting in there so that you can actually see the fish. It's kind of a challenge, kind of a little thing. But all right, let's move on to maybe doing some vegetation in there real quick, and then we'll wrap this episode up here, because I can't really do too much inside of the aquariums here, because there's not much to actually do. I mean, there's not a lot of room. But let's grab the plant backpack here, dive on into this thing. Now, actually, let me grab the flower backpack, because I believe I have things in here that are part of water, like kelp. I think most of the stuff is actually coral stuff and water, where there's actually going to be like some use for it. Now, I do want to put something in here, though. I don't want to just leave it just this flat bottom. It looks like crap. I want to put something in here. Let's ground backpack. Actually, let's look into this thing. I can't use stairs as much as I'd want to. Let's actually put maybe like some kind of ruins in here, actually. You know, like something. I can't do stairs or slabs, so I gotta like really. This has got to look really basic. Like maybe some kind of ruins kind of scattered in here, almost like they've been broken down. Actually, let's take this thing out right here. Like it's been kind of broken down a little bit, but it gives the fish a little something to swim around in, actually, instead of just some bland, flat-bottomed area. It's about all I'm going to be able to do. Like I said, there's really not much else I can do here. Not a lot of room. I could make this deeper, but the more deeper I go, the harder it's gonna be for like people to see the fish in there, and that's the reason why I'm keeping this relatively flat, is that people can actually see in here. Now this kelp, can I actually put this on stuff? I think last season I had trouble. Oh no, I can put something on there. It actually grows too. Might just let that grow up. Yeah, okay, this might actually be a good thing to have. And hold on, wait, hold on 1 second. Is this gonna limit my ability to put things right up against the glass, because it's gonna look like that exactly? Huh. Well, that sucks. It displaces the water. At least it looks like it does. Does it actually, though? That's the $1 million question. No, it doesn't actually. Like, you're still underwater in here, but it looks like it does on the glass, which is kind of crappy. Okay, so I can't put this stuff right up against there. That's probably the case with most flowers too. So, that means that I'm limited now to just 2 blocks of decorating space, and the front has to be just completely left alone. I could put blocks up against it, but that would look kind of weird. So, okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's grab the flowers backpack again here and see what else we can find in here. There's fire coral. Now, I don't think this is the stuff that hurts me or fish, and let me guess, yeah, it totally wrecks the water going up against the glass. Yeah, that's sort of unfortunate. Okay, so I'll have to be pretty skimpy on some of this stuff. Let's see if we can't get any more coral that I have in here. Brain coral, sure. We'll see if we can't mix in a little bit of as much as we can in here. It's also a type of coral. Bladder rack. I don't know what that is. There's also these anemones and stuff, and I think this one, the sea urchin, I think this actually hurts whenever like things touch it, so I don't want to put this in here, but let's... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the one that hurts. So screw that thing. I'm not putting that in there. All right, let's go ahead and dot in a couple of this extra bits of coral here in places and try to make this thing look relatively pretty. We can even put maybe some coral growing. No, never mind, I can't. Oh, I guess it's going there. Okay, I was going to put it on top of this block here, but apparently we can't. And then what other types do we got? We got the brain coral. Throw that in maybe in the back corner like that. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy with the coral in here. Like, put just 2 rows of all the decorations and nothing up here, which is kind of what I'm going to have to do, but I don't want to go, like, overboard with it. Let's grab another piece of this kelp and throw this back here, and that way it can grow up nice and big and tall. I can't actually stop this from growing because I can't put string in here, so it's going to have to go all the way up to the top, which is fine. I think that'll look okay. Tricky placing not much stuff in here. This is not a very well decorated exhibit, but you're not going to be able to see the fish if I provide enough space to do that. And this is, after all, just for the fish too. This isn't for the dolphins. The dolphins will have more room. You know, as simple as this looks, I'm thinking this is about all I'm going to be able to do in here. So let's hop out and actually take a peek at this real fast. Let's actually close the whole thing up and everything. Let's make this look like we know what we're doing. Let's block that up, and let's just take a peek from right here. Yeah, that looks all right. Now, I still have the night vision, so we gotta wait for that to wear off. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's difficult to see, but can you imagine if I made this any deeper, actually? The shadows kind of make it look like there's, like, boxes right here. Actually, hold on. Let's get back in there real quick. I have an idea. Okay, since I'm not going to be using this front row anyway, why not add a little bit of lighting in there and try to get it to kind of match up with what we got going over here. However, it is going to be really noticeable. God, I don't really... Hold on, where's Backpack? I need you desperately in my life. Let's grab a darker leaf block and see if we can't hide lighting right up in front here. I hear zombies. Is it nighttime? It is totally nighttime. Creepers be creeping. I'm in danger in here. But let's see if we can't knock this back 1 here at least, and then put down a piece of glowstone down there as well as that on top of it. That should prevent it from looking kind of strange, but it should also allow light in here. So let's line this stuff up with each one of the light sources on top here and see if this makes any difference whatsoever. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of extra lighting in the back too, wherever I can fit it, kind of. And this actually gives me an idea. What if I did my own like custom kind of like seaweed? That might actually look pretty good, considering that there's not much other detail in here. And it would also help hide the lighting a little bit, because this is kind of noticeable with the stuff right there. So what if we made it less noticeable by like, okay, that's why. That's exactly why we're not doing that, because that looks terrible. Why does this one look so good, but the rest of it looks so bad? Huh. Well, it doesn't look so good on this side, but you can't really see that side too well. So, I wonder if... Wait, oh, see that? No, that does not look good. This does not look good. Why does it look... What causes this? Oh, it's because it's like up against another coral thing. Got it. Okay, well, that's interesting. Let me see if I can't use that to my advantage. Let's pick this one up. And let's put this in front, and then we'll put that right there. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, good to know. Slap that down right there. Remove this one in the back there. Bam, like that. Okay, it looks a little bit janky on the back side here, but it's also probably a little harder to see. Boy, working with water, what a frustrating experience. Yeah, there's some spots that aren't exactly great in there. Is it? Well, let's see what else we can put in there. Okay, by putting these coral rocks and coral and kelp and stuff alongside the spruce leaves here, it kind of actually gets it to look okay. I wanted to actually create my own like seaweed kind of coming up the back, built out of spruce leaves. That's not going to happen. It's not going to work because it's going to look like the water's running down them. So the texture's just going to look bad. There is some terribly awful, noisy guy around here that I'd like to deal with, but I think he's above me, and I'm kind of busy at the moment. But I'm thinking that's probably about as good as it's going to get. The kelp is going to continue to grow all the way up and away. And then, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the fish. Now, the question is, actually, real quick, I also have to close up the top part, but the question is what kind of fish or how many fish do I actually have? I have to go count those things up. Ooh, that is a misclick of ultimate epic proportions there. I have to go count how many fish I actually have, as well as close this thing up too. It must be daytime because things are roasting out there. I think I put my white concrete block in one of the miscellaneous chests, and now I have to dig and try to find it. Final exhibit right there, though. Check it out. The lighting actually isn't too bad now that I put some more lighting down at the bottom. And you can kind of almost even see in there. All right, I'll take that as a win. Now let's go check out and see what kind of fish do I actually have. I know one place where there's a bluefish, that's for sure. But let's see how many other fish that I have saved up for this. Okay, we have 6 actually that I'm going to put in there. Now I was contemplating putting the eel in there, maybe the squid, but there's not a lot of room in this small exhibit, so I'll have to create another aquarium in another episode. But for this one, we're going to be putting in the marine tang, the clownfish, the bluefish, something other than Gil Gates, though he'll forever rest in peace, the kitchlid, the pufferfish, and the sockeye salmon. We're going to throw those into this exhibit. So I need 5 names for these kinds of fish here. Oh, we actually can hear the tigers underneath here now, so that's something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life while I do this series. But yeah, I need 6 names for the fish that we're going to put in there. Now, I might actually have a couple extras somewhere, like here's another pufferfish, but I think there's another kitchlid. I think 6 fish in there is already going to be plenty given the size of the exhibit. So yeah, let's go with 6 different names. If you guys could go down in the comment section and leave your very best fish names, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, I am going to wrap this episode up though, so if you did enjoy it, please go down and smash that like button and have yourself a wonderful rest of your Friday. And thank you all for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. If you're not subscribed yet, consider doing that because I'm going to be here building this zoo a lot. So if you like this and you want to see more of it, subscribe so that you know when new episodes come out. It's every Friday. You'll see more episodes unless some tragic, horrible, or even awesome or cool or good life event happens. Like that time that I missed an episode because I had a kid. That happened. It happens. Sometimes things get in the way like that. But other than that, I basically release episodes every Friday. So, alrighty guys, I'm getting out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.